Chapter 1: The Voice That Wasn't Mine. I've been chasing the kind of silence that swallows you whole for almost 10 years now. Not the quiet you get in a suburb at 2 a.m. I'm talking about the silence that lives above 11,000 feet, where even the wind forgets how to speak. Most people hike for the views. I hike to disappear. 4 autumns ago, I disappeared a little too well. I was deep in the San Juan Mountains of southern Colorado, in a pocket of wilderness so remote it doesn't even have a name on the maps, just a blank space between contour lines. The aspens were at peak color, every leaf screaming gold against the dark spruce. The air tasted like metal and pine needles. I'd parked my truck at the end of a washed-out logging road and walked in until the satellites lost me. 2 days later, I dropped over a saddle into a hanging valley that felt like stepping into a cathedral someone had abandoned mid-prayer. The silence hit me first. Not peaceful. Wrong. No ravens, no pikas, no wind rattling the willows, just my heartbeat and the crunch of my boots on frost-stiffened grass. Even the creek sounded muffled, like it was running underwater. I found a bench just below timberline, a flat spot between 2 ancient spruce whose branches had grown together overhead like clasped hands. Perfect for my hammock. I strung it up, cooked a cold-soaked dinner because I was too tired to bother with a stove, and watched the alpenglow paint the peaks the color of dried blood before crawling into my bag. I woke up at 3:17 a.m. I remember because my watch glow was the only light in the universe. It wasn't cold that woke me. It wasn't a noise either. It was the absence of everything. The kind of quiet that makes your ears ring. And then, right outside the rain fly of my hammock, I heard breathing. Slow. Patient. Wet. Human. My headlamp was in my hand before my brain cut up. I clicked it on, red mode first to preserve night vision, and flipped to white when red wasn't cutting it. The beam speared through the mesh and landed on a face. Pale, completely hairless. Eyes too large, too black, catching the light like a cat's. It was pressed right up against the netting, nose flattened, lips peeled back, and a smile that showed way too many teeth. Small, sharp, and wrong. It whispered, in my exact voice. Same timbre, same slight rasp from years of smoking on freezing belays. Hey man, you awake? I screamed. The thing screamed with me, perfect pitch, perfect timing, then launched backward into the trees so fast that the branches didn't even sway. Just gone, like it had never been there at all. And spent the rest of the night sitting with my back against one of the spruce trunks, ice axe across my knees, headlamp on full blast pointed into the dark. Every hour or so it would speak again, from somewhere deeper in the trees, repeating things I'd muttered to myself earlier that day. Word for word. You really think you're alone out here, don't you? Stupid to come this far without a gun. Bet you taste like elk. At first light, gray and thin and not nearly warm enough, I packed in under 4 minutes. Didn't even roll my sleeping bag, just stuffed everything into my pack like it was on fire. I started down the valley, moving fast, not looking back. It followed. Always just out of sight. Always using my voice. When I crossed a talus field, it called from the ridge above. Careful on those rocks, buddy. Wouldn't want to twist an ankle. When I stopped to filter water from a trickle coming off a snowbank, it whispered from the willows. Drink deep. You'll need it for what's coming. By the time I hit the trailhead 12 miles later, I was running on pure adrenaline and terror. I threw my pack in the truck bed, jumped in, and locked the doors with shaking hands. As I fired up the engine, my own voice drifted down from the tree line. Clear as day, casual as hell. See you next time, buddy. I still go backcountry. I still chase that silence. But sometimes, when I'm alone above timberline and the wind dies completely, I hear myself talking. And I'm not the one speaking.